Popular comedian Bill Cosby is a free man. The man, once known as America's Dad, was released from prison on Wednesday after Pennsylvania's highest court overturned his sexual assault conviction, saying that the disgraced actor's due process rights were violated. The decision reverses the first high-profile celebrity criminal trial of the #MeToo era. The court judges said that a former Montgomery County District Attorney's decision to not prosecute Cosby in 2005 in return for his deposition in a civil case was ultimately illegally used against him at trial. So now what does this mean for his family and more importantly to the families of his alleged numerous victims? I don't know if they'll feel, because he did confess, so it may not maybe be all of them allegedly, but he still confessed. So I don't know what this does for them. They must be so heartbroken and devastated.
I saw somewhere, somebody posted something and said, the law is not about the truth. The law is about facts and what you can prove. And all they needed to prove is that something was done that was not right to him. Not that he did anything wrong. That is where me and the law, I'm like...
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the
who are you serving, Bana? Who are you serving?
Yeah.
And then, okay, we loved him when we were younger, watching him growing up. But now... is he really coming back to do what he did? Is he coming back to the love? Especially when I remember that one of the most popular shows that I enjoyed, Kids Say the Darndest Things.
Yeah.
I really loved that show, and I really loved the man, and actually want to do a show like that one day, hopefully, from my mouth to God's ears. So, is he going to come back and interact with kids again?
I don't think so, especially since he has been charged with sexual offense. If you have Netflix, I'll ask you to watch a series called Seeing Allred, which is about a very famous human rights attorney called Gloria Allred, who caught a lot of flack for representing victims, about 19 women. 19 women who came up and said 2019, 15 years ago, you know, Bill Cosby was inappropriate with me sexually. So there's something called the statutes of limitation where you have a period of time where you're supposed to bring up a criminal case.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it falls out of the statutes of limitation. So she was trying to argue that sometimes when it comes to cases of sexual trauma, it takes 10, 15, 20 years for a victim to even say they were molested.
Yeah.
So they were trying to throw out that statutes of limitation. And you will see the pain that 19 different women from different parts of America have come through. There's no way those women conspired just to bring America's Dad down. I think it's a really, really great blow to the movement of, you know, women and just speaking out against sexual violence. It shows that when predators are out there and they're male, they get a bit of a disadvantage, I think. If they put themselves in a certain way, what the prosecution did very well was to paint Bill Cosby as such an innocent person, and the women are always, you know, lying about the situation. But it's so unfortunate that if a grown woman comes up and says she's sexually assaulted, her mental health is questioned because they're like, why didn't you do it earlier?
Like people ask, it takes a lot of confidence.
Yes,
sometimes
it
you
does.
don't want to admit. In fact, sometimes you want to block out that memory because you are still in shock about what happened. And if you ever talk to any woman or man who's been sexually assaulted, it is literally a turning point for it. Changes them. It changes how you are as a human being. And so it takes a lot for it, guts, my gosh, for you to just step up and call someone, let alone pressing charges. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're going to talk more after the break. There was a big fight in Syokimau. Wait, what I got you. All right. So right after the break, we talk about all of that at the Trend Live on Twitter. The hashtag is TTTT. We're going to be right back.